Now, another term that is very important is called pressure. Pressure is just force when it is applied on a certain area. So for example, when this person is walking, he is squishing down on the floor. The amount of area that he's applying that force to is called pressure. If you were walking on ski shoes or ski boots versus if you were in high heels, which has more pressure? So you are the same person, yes? The high heels. So wonderful. So if your weight stays the same, when you are standing on a ski boot, your weight is distributed over a larger area. So the pressure is less. Whereas if you are wearing these high heels, the pressure points are only these little tiny points. That is why the pressure is more. That's why when you walk into like some people's houses wearing like high heels, they're like, and they have wood floors, they get very nervous. It's because you can indent the wood as you walk. And that's why if you wear high heels, your feet get tired very quickly. Versus if you're wearing flats or like sneakers or something, it's the fact that you are distributing your weight over a larger distance. So pressure by definition is force per unit area. Units of force are newtons. Units of area are meters squared. So the unit of pressure are newtons per meter squared, and we also call them pascals. Or PA for short. So now let's do this example. If you look at the bubbles that are coming out of the scuba gear, what do you see? And can you explain what's going on? Yes. Excellent. Why is that happening? Decreases in pressure. Exactly. So as you go deeper and deeper into water, the pressure increases. So if I was to do small arrows here, as I go deeper and deeper, the pressure increases. So the same bubble at this level, and at that level. As the pressure becomes smaller, it's not that there's more air being added to the bubble. All it is there's less pressure, and so the size of the bubble becomes bigger. And by the time it breaks through, it's like a big bubble that breaks through. So as you go deeper and deeper, your pressure becomes bigger and bigger. And then can you explain why submarines have small windows? And submarines are rated for only certain depths? Exactly. There's more pressure on the windows, and what is the softest spot in a submarine? The glass. And so you cannot go further down. And every single submarine is rated for a certain depth. They cannot go further than that. What happens when they go further than that? Yep, they'll get crushed. And this is exactly the reason. Same thing, swimmers or divers, anyone? The pressure on your lungs? Yeah, if you go too deep, what happens to your lungs? They collapse, right? Why does that happen? Why doesn't it happen to other parts of our body?
Not hollow, but like air goes in and out.
Yes, it's because it's hollow. That's exactly right. It is because it's hollow, because air goes in and out. And that's the easiest thing to compress. So when things are compressing you, that's the first thing that will give your lungs. So let me ask you this. If I was to puncture holes here and here and here, what would you observe for the jet streams that were coming out? What would the jet stream at the top look like? Will it have more pressure, or the jet stream at the bottom have more pressure? The bottom? Yeah. So what would it look like when it comes out? It'll be faster, right? It'll have more speed. Absolutely. That's what it would look like. This will kind of be like blup, but this would be faster, so it'll get thrown further. And this would be really fast, so it'll get thrown even more further, right? So the more pressure something has, the faster it will go. There's actually a relationship between pressure, force, and velocity. We're not discussing that, but there is an actual relationship.